Both of these sides recorded wins on match day 1, and Ospreys travel to Dublin hoping to make it a second away win on the trot against a side they'll face in the Heineken Cup group stages next month. Leinster were hoping to make it a 10th successive Pro12 win. Luke Fitzgerald was a late withdrawal with a groin injury. He was replaced by Darren Hudson in an otherwise unchanged back line. On a beautiful evening for rugby, it was Ospreys who struck first when Devin Toner was penalised for going off his feet in the ruck. It gave Biggar the relatively easy chance of putting the Welsh side ahead, and the out half, who'd scored 14 points the previous week, had 3 here with just a couple of minutes gone. But Leinster replied almost straight away. Dave Kearney and then Gordon D'Arcy made the hard yards initially. And after the Ospreys put a halt to the drive, the home side kept possession and continued the move. And Jack McGrath fed Richardt Strauss, who raced clear for the first try of the match. The hooker, originally from Pretoria, delighted to charge over for his first try of the season. Jimmy Gopperth was wide with the conversion, but Leinster led 5-3. It wasn't long before Leinster crossed the paint again, and what a try it was. Try of the week, and already a contender for try of the season. Gordon D'Arcy fed Gopperth, who made the line break and did superbly well before feeding Kearney, who still had plenty to do. He evaded Richard Fussell and dived over in the corner for a magnificent score, worth the admission money alone. Gopperth missed the conversion again, but he'd be forgiven after his contribution to the try. Sublime rugby from Matt O'Connor's side. Leinster 10-3 ahead after 13 minutes. And that lead was extended to 13-3 midway through the half. Gopperth could become a real favourite with the Leinster faithful, and this drop goal showed the confidence flowing through his veins. Biggar and Gopperth then exchanged penalties to leave it 16-6. And then just before half-time, the Ospreys fly half had the chance to narrow the margin to just 7 points with a penalty. His kick was excellent, and Leinster led 16-9 at the interval. Ospreys introduced Adam and Duncan Jones at the start of the second half. Biggar and Gopperth scored a penalty each to make it 19-12, but it wasn't much improved Ospreys, and they got the reward for some sustained pressure when Joe Bierman forced his way over for the visitors' first try of the night. Wonderful hands from Biggar to offload to Bierman. The TMO was called into action to confirm the grounding. It was deemed good, and Biggar converted. Steve Tandy's side were right back in at 19-all. And 2 minutes later, the comeback looked to be complete. Richard Fussell got it going. Watch for a great pass from Big Ian Evans. Eli Walker collected before feeding Ashley Beck, who had called for it wide. And he finished clinically in the corner. Real class from the Welsh side, and yet another top try to enjoy. Biggar converted for 26-19. 13 minutes from time, with Leinster within touching distance of the Ospreys line. The referee became frustrated with the Blues scrummage. And Sean Cronin was picked out to go to the bin.
They are taking the hit, okay? If I had the warning, I've got... No! It's very clear.
Losing the Irish international looked like a killer blow to the home side, but they refused to lie down, and as they pressed the Ospreys line once more, Jack McGrath forced his way over with Devin Toner on his shoulder. The TMO was called into action again, and he confirmed that the try could be awarded. Gopperth couldn't miss from in front of the posts, and the sides were level once again, 26 apiece. The home side continued to press, and Ospreys gave away a penalty in another critical position. Gopperth tapped it over, and 5 minutes from time, Leinster were back in front, 29-26. But the drama wasn't over there. Right at the end, Leinster conceded a penalty in front of the posts, and Dan Biggar wasn't going to pass up an opportunity like this. He put it over the bar with the last kick of the match. A big crowd at the RDS enjoyed a cracking game of rugby. It finished honours even, Leinster 29, Ospreys 29.